This makeup is going to last you so long, the whole day, the whole party, the whole dance you're gonna do. It's not going to come off. I know it's been so long, so long, because I had to deliver my second baby, and you know the drill as a mom. It's been 3 months now. I'm coming back to my routine, normal life. So I thought I have to make videos for you guys. This makeup is not going to come off your face, not going to smudge, budge. It's going to stay put. So if you want to know the techniques, please stay tuned and watch the whole video. Do not miss, watch the whole video. So yeah, let's get started. I'm using the niacinamide serum from Sugandha. It's great for oily skin. It minimizes the pores. Also it helps with the pigmentation a little bit, and it has got so much benefits, you guys. Niacinamide is a great ingredient to start with if you are a beginner with skincare. So it's not going to irritate your skin. Also it's going to control the oiliness in a long run. So oily skin beauties, this is a holy grail product for you. So try incorporating niacinamide serums into your skincare. That's going to benefit you in a long run. I'm just applying the niacinamide serum in my bare skin and let it absorb for a couple of minutes, and then we'll go to the next step. So the next step is moisturizer. I'm using the moisturizer from Dermaco, the Ceramide Plus Hyaluronic Intense Face Moisturizer. It says it's for dry skin, but oily skin, even oily skin can use it, because it's not going to make you look greasy, oily, nothing, but you can get that intense moisturization. I'm already out of it. I got it as a sample, but I loved it so much. I got a new one even before this one gets over. So I love it that much. It has got ceramides. It is a beautiful ingredient for dry skin. Also, it doesn't make you oily, so even oily skin girls can use it. It's a beautiful moisturizer. I'm loving it so much currently. Next, I'm going to be using this sunscreen from Eba. It's an invisible sunscreen. As it says, it's invisible. So I'm taking a bit of the sunscreen. It doesn't give any white cast. Also, it doesn't make you look oily. It's one of the best sunscreens I have used. I think they haven't mentioned any ingredients list in their product, so that's a minus. Otherwise, this is a very great sunscreen. Has got SPF 50 PA plus and UVA UVB protection, so water resistant. I love the sunscreen. So if you're in a sunscreen hunt, you can try this out. It doesn't break me out. Also, if you feel you're breaking out when you're using a sunscreen, it's not because of that sunscreen. It can be because you haven't removed the sunscreen from your face while before going to sleep properly. You have to remove your sunscreen properly from your skin. You have to do double cleansing. For 3 months I have tried few products and tried few techniques on my skin with my skincare, and that really works so much on me. For 3 months I didn't break out even a single time, even that time of the month. Yeah, I haven't broke out because I have been following few steps in my skincare, also few techniques. I'll be telling about that in my upcoming skincare video. If you want that, please comment down below. Let's start with the eyebrows. To make your eyebrows last longer, you need like 3 products for eyebrows. Currently I'm loving the Lakme Micro Brow Perfector, Lakme Absolute range. It's really nice. Eyebrow powder to make it last longer, and lastly you need eyebrow mascara. This one is from Estee Lauder. I'm just filling in the sparse areas of my eyebrows as usual. This eyebrow pencil is so good that you don't need an Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil anymore in your life. You know what? I just hated Anastasia Beverly Hills brow pencil after using this. They are too dry, they are too pulley, and it's too hard for us to blend with Anastasia, but this one is a magic. I don't know why they are so hyped up, but Lakme is beautiful. Now one more hack for eyebrows. If you want your nose to look slimmer, you have to do your eyebrows on the inner corners. That is, you have to close the space between, try minimizing the space between your brows. That's going to make your eyebrows, your nose look slimmer. That's one tip. So you can use hair strokes here. Mescla eyebrow cake. This is one of my holy grail eyebrow powder. I'm using the last darker shade from the palette, and I'm going to be setting not the inner part but the middle and outer thirds of my eyebrows. Take any lighter shade concealer. I'm using the one from PAC. Take our concealer in the shade Star Nude. This step is optional. If you want, you can do it, but I love doing it. Also, I'm using the same concealer to prime my eyelids for my eyeshadows. How much of a difference a contact lens can make. I'm going to be setting the concealer with the powder. If you want your eyeshadows to last longer, ensure you do 2 steps. Always layer up your product. Use a cream eyeshadow first, and then top it off with the powder eyeshadow. So today I'm going to be using the K Beauty eyeshadow stick in the shade Blush on my crease. Before applying the any eyeshadow, I'm just applying this on my crease. This is super pigmented, super long lasting, amazing eyeshadow crayons I used in my life. So these are very beautiful, and this is I'm using a flat smudger brush which is similar to 217 by MAC, and this is from Zoeva 227. I got it from Flipkart. I don't know if it's original or duplicate, but I just love this brush to blend out my crease. Blend out the crease really well. So I'm using a brown kajal. This one is from Chambord, to intensify the crease a little bit. We can go straight away with the brown eyeshadow, but we are going to make it last longer. So I'm using the kajal, and you need like a small precise pencil brush for this to blend out. This one is from PAC 389. I'm just gonna blend out the brown kajal. To top it off, I'm using the Mescla eyebrow cake. Again, I'm using it as eyeshadow, the last shade here. you're doing this one extra step just to ensure your makeup is not moving anywhere. Taking that medium brown shade from the same mascara palette, and I'm going to be blending away the harsh edges of the shadows. For the next step, I'm going to be using the Kiro Longwear Brightening Eyeshadow Stick. It's in the shade Fiery Bronze. It's a shimmery eyeshadow stick in the shade Fiery Bronze. This is such a beautiful eye crayon. It did not smudge throughout the day. It did not crease throughout the day. It just sits as it is and does not move throughout the day. I'm gonna be taking this copper shade from Sugar Blend the Rules eyeshadow palette and just press and slide the color on top of the color we applied. Ooh, so beautiful. The pigment is insane. This is the first time I'm trying out this palette. Wow, great pigmentation. It looks so metallic, so foily. Oh god, this looks so beautiful in person. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, the beauty of this, but in real life this looks so glamorous and so beautiful on my eyes. Oh my god. Always press and slide, press and slide. That way you'll get the maximum pigmentation and no fallouts. We'll do the base and then go back to eyes to complete it. Elf Poreless Putty Primer. Usually I'm not a primer person, but this one is mind-blowing. It's magical. This is such a beautiful primer. It just fills up the pores and it gives like that flawless finish. It's so smooth and so airbrushed. I love this primer so much. If you have pigmentation and you want to color correct it, don't just use a color corrector, just orange. Mix it with the color foundation of your skin tone. A little bit of orange with a little bit of concealer of my skin tone. This one is from LA Girl, and this one is in the shade Fawn, and that one is in the shade Orange. I'll take this much of both the shade Orange and Fawn. I mix them. If I use orange directly, then that's going to turn my foundation orange, or else I have to layer up my foundation concealer more. That's going to make my skin more cakey. So this step makes sure there's not so much of orange pigmentation. So try this step. If you have pigmentation, try mixing orange and concealer of your shade, or even you can use a couple of shades darker concealer to hide your darkness. That works pretty good as well, but I feel orange is more easy. Next step, I'm taking a loose powder from Sugar, and I'm just going to be setting the orange concealer with a little bit of powder so that it doesn't mixes with your foundation. This step also ensures your excess oil from the skincare and the primer which you applied is absorbed. For foundation today, I'm going to be using the two foundations from one is from Forever 52 and other is from PAC. The shade from Forever 52 is I'm in the shade FLF 003, and pack I used the shade 4.1 because Forever 52 this shade is a tad bit darker, I feel, so I wanted to mix it with 4.1, which is lighter obviously. So I'm just mixing these both to custom get my shade. I feel this is like a perfect shade for me. To highlight my face, I'm taking the same concealer from Take Cover, and I'm going to be highlighting my face. I usually don't go for cream contour, but today I'm going because if you want your contour to last longer, cream contour is a must. Always extend it till your eyebrows. Always blend the contour upwards and your jaw contour downwards. So that's the purpose of a contour. So the next step, I always prefer using a cream blush underneath my powder so that it's more natural and more blush from within kind of look. This one is from Flower Beauty Blush Bomb in the shade Melon. It's such a beautiful shade, goes very well with deep skin tones. Dab dab dab, dab 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 dab. Always use 2-finger rule for blush. Do not bring your blush beyond this line, I mean beyond the 2 fingers, inside inwards. That's going to give you cheeks and you're going to look more chubby. If you prefer more chubbier look, you can still use your blush on the apples of your cheeks, but I don't prefer giving myself cheeks, so I just blend it on just on the outer perimeters of my cheeks. The next step is use a liquid highlighter. I do blush and highlighter underneath my powder. It looks more natural. I'm taking a powder from PAC. This is from the Mineralized Lighting range in the shade 04 Sand Dust. It's a little bit lighter shade for me. I'm using that to set the under eyes, just the under eyes, because it's a little bit lighter shade. I'm setting the highlighted areas with the powder. The next step, if you're oily skin and you want your makeup to last longer, use a loose powder, translucent loose powder, to bake the oily areas of your face. So while it's baking, we'll contour. I'm using the Hoola Caramel Bronzer to contour. Always contour in circular motion so that it looks more airbrushed. I'm gonna top off the highlighter. It's double the work, but it's really worth it. If you're going to an event or if you want your makeup to stay for the whole day, try doing these steps. Always try layering your products. so that your makeup lasts all day long. This is pack 278 brush. This is so precise and also so blendable. I love this blush. I love this brush for highlighting. Going back to the eyes, I'm taking the same dark brown shade from the Miss Claire eyebrow kit. Not dark brown, the medium brown. And I'm just going to smudge that on my lower lash line. Always try matching your lower lids to the upper lids so that your eye makeup looks fuller and beautiful. Otherwise it looks more incomplete without doing the lower lash line. I'm taking the darkest brown which I used in a pencil brush and going real close to the lash line. I'm using the Stay Quickie liquid eyeliner pen. I'm done with my outer and inner wings. Taking a Faces Kajal pencil. This one is like my absolute favorite eye pencil. I'll never go back to any other eye pencils in my life again because this is so affordable, so creamy, so black, so smudge proof, and so matte. So it's a smudger. Even there's a smudger at the back of this kajal. You can use it to smudge the line as well. Just keep it close to the lash line as possible. Don't bring it all the way down, just keep it very close to the lash line. So convenient. And next to the mascara. For mascara, use an eyelash curler before you apply any mascara. That too, heat your mascara wand with the with the hair dryer. Make it warm, touch it, and then you curl your eyelashes after heating the mascara wand. That's going to make a huge difference on your eyelashes. Today I'm going to be applying false lashes, so I don't want my real lashes to I don't want to curl my real lashes really that much. So if you're going to wear only mascara and no false lashes, try this technique. Heat your eyelash wand, heat the eyelash curling wand with the hair dryer. Just blow dry it for a few seconds and make sure it's not too hot, and then you can just curl your eyelashes. That's going to make your eyelashes tan. Your eyes will look more opened, you know what I mean? Yeah. So today I'm going to be wearing false lashes, so I don't have to really curl and apply mascara. So I'll do it off camera and I'll be back. Okay, now onto the lips. I'm using the Maybelline Color Sensational lip liner in the shade Rich Chocolate. It's a rich brown shade. I'm going to be lining and filling my lips at the same time with the lip liner so that your lipstick lasts all day. Always make a X so that you can accentuate your cupid's bow really well, and then just connect it. I'm using the Miss Claire Matte Power lip color in the shade 08. Ta-da! The makeup is complete. So I'll do my hair and I'll be back. So this is like my finished look. I'm going to set my face with the makeup fixing spray. One last step. Makeup Revolution Matte Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. This makeup is going to last you so long, the whole day, the whole party, the whole dance you're gonna do. not going to come off.